Chapter number 12, Reproduction in Plants. Children, as you know that we have already started this chapter and we are watching the different types of reproduction, asexual and sexual reproduction, in which we have seen in brief about vegetative propagation, and also we have seen about after watching about this we will have to see now budding. Children, we have learned that about the tiny organisms like yeast can be seen only under a microscope. Actually, these microorganisms can grow and multiply every few hours, and if sufficient nutrients are not made available to them. So that is why it is a single-celled organism. Let us see how they reproduce. So here you can see there is an activity. Take a piece of yeast cake or yeast powder from a bakery or chemist shop. Take a pinch of yeast and place it in a container. Add spoonful of sugar and shake to dissolve it. Keep it in the warm part of a room. After an hour, put a drop of this liquid on a glass slide and observe a microscope. You will observe that you may see the information of new yeast. So in this way you can identify how they are dividing. You can see yeast cell, there's the developing bud, then new bud and then final bud. So the small bulb-like structure like projection coming out from the yeast is called a bud. So that bud gradually grows and it is detached from the parent cell and it forms a new individual. Same happens with the hydrilla plant, children. There also bud forms and from that bud hydrilla plant gets separated. The new yeast grows, matures and produces more yeast cell. So that is why in this way the budding process takes place. Now the next asexual reproduction is fragmentation. Children, we may have seen that slimy green patches in ponds or in other stagnant water bodies. These are algae actually. So there are nutrients available in the water, so algae can grow rapidly and they can spread. So alga breaks up into two or more fragments. These fragments or pieces grow into new individuals, and this process actually continues and they cover a large area in a short period. So you can see how the spirogyra get fragmented. So in this way fragmentation process takes place for reproduction. Next is spore formation. Children, you know that fungi on a bread piece grow from spores which are present in the air. So if you will repeat this activity, you will find that lots of spores around him. So in such situation, here you can see reproduction through spore formation. Children, there are plants which are having very tiny particles which we call spores. Spores are sexual reproduction bodies and each spore is covered by a hard protective coating to withstand unfavorable conditions such as high temperature and low humidity. So they can survive for a long time under favorable condition and they can produce also and germinate to develop a new individual. So now here we have done revision of the text part also, whatever we have seen in our last video of yesterday. And children, we have started the sexual reproduction. So I will again give you a small idea about sexual reproduction. We have learned earlier that the structure of a flower are reproductive part of a plant. Stamens are male reproductive and pistils are female reproductive part. Now take a mustard, China rose and petunia flowers, separate its reproductive part and study their parts. Flowers which contain only pistil, that they are called as, or only stamen are called as unisexual, or the flowers which contain both of them are called as bisexual flowers. So in this way, male and female gametes fuse together to form a new individual. So we will learn about sexual reproduction also. For your assignment for today is you will need to draw the diagram of anther, filament means the diagram of stamen, and complete diagram of chapter number figure number 12.9 pistil, and also you need to practice the different parts of flower in your textbook. So in the next video we will discuss how these different parts of flowers help in reproduction or sexual by sexual means. So till the time of your next class, take care of yourself. Thank you everyone. If you find any difficulty, feel free to ask it. Complete your topic, try to practice the diagram, and stay safe, stay home. Enjoy online schooling. Thank you everyone.